American Sign Language is a complex language and should be implemented throughout everyone's daily lives as well as young children and babies. Hello, everybody. American Sign Language has been used for centuries throughout Northern America. By learning and using American Sign Language will not just help you, but it'll help you and your child communicate better. With that being said, there are many benefits on why American Sign Language should be used in schools. My name is Sean LeRoy, and today I'm going to go over three things. First thing I'm going to talk about briefly is using American Sign Language in preschools. Secondly, using American Sign Language in child care centers. And lastly, the usage of American Sign Language for children with special needs. American Sign Language has many benefits for babies, and with that, let's begin with American Sign Language for preschoolers. According to the article written by Laura Berg entitled "The Benefits of Using American Sign Language with Preschoolers," explains how much help American Sign Language can help toddlers in recognizing words if they are connected with a sign or an object. As every parent knows, young children love movement in objects, movement in action. Singing to your baby is a perfect example when it comes to movement and action. Like, for an example, the Itsy Bitsy Spider song. Everybody knows the Itsy Bitsy Spider song. I'm not very good at it, but you know what I'm saying. That's a perfect example, because later on your baby will memorize that, and then instead of not being able to communicate, she'll or he will remember the signs, and you know what he or she is saying. As a father myself, the wife and I like to use American Sign Language as much as possible because my wife is deaf, and we would like for our daughter to know American Sign Language so they could communicate and then using the English vocabulary or learning the English vocabulary next. Some of the signs the wife and I like to use while communicating with our baby is like more, milk, ready, restroom or restroom, water, hungry, tired, and there are many, many more. Sorry if I confused you. Just go ahead and get with me afterwards if you would like for me to show you some more signs. These signs would be beneficial for preschoolers, preschool teachers, as well as your local child development center. An article from the website www.signtome.com entitled "The Benefits of American Sign Language in Child Care Centers with Young Children" states, signing in a child care setting allows caregivers to model effective communication, encourage conflict resolution, and help children communicate with each other. Teachers who sign will have more interaction with your child, believe it or not. This will allow your children and teacher to communicate quickly and more effectively. It would also help your child spend less time crying, because being able to sign more effectively to your teacher and child will help your teacher understand what your child needs or is fussing about, so he or she's not crying as long. I know our child doesn't cry a whole lot. I guess we're just a lucky one, or it's all the signing we do. Another reason American Sign Language should be taught to a young age is because it actually boosts and increases their vocabulary. A gentleman named William Dean mentioned the child who learn sign language rather than the ones who don't have an average of a higher IQ score of 8 to 13 points. Also, folks or children who learn American Sign Language than the ones who don't know at least 200 more words in their vocabulary than someone who doesn't. So that's pretty significant. Preschoolers and child care centers are not the only place you can use American Sign Language. You can use American Sign Language for children with special needs. From what my wife has told me, using American Sign Language to children experiencing or have special needs is pretty important, because they need to be able to communicate just as much as we need to be able to communicate. So pretty much everything I had mentioned earlier can be taught and used the same way for someone with a special need. ASL can help those communicate better that are experiencing from autism, Down syndrome, ADD, ADHD, and speech impairment, and many more. Now that you know a little bit about American Sign Language and why it's important that it should be taught in schools, let me go back over what I've covered today. Today I've covered three things. First thing I went over briefly is using the American Sign Language in three different settings. American Sign Language in preschools, child care centers, and lastly using American Sign Language with students with special needs or children with special needs. Hopefully now that you have an understanding on why American Sign Language is extremely important when it comes to using this language in schools, it will not just be beneficial for you, it'll be extremely beneficial for you, your family, and your teacher to help you have a more effective communication overall. If you have any questions or concerns regarding this, or would like to actually have me show you some more signs that you can use with your baby or to a teacher or someone else, just get with me afterwards and I'd be gladly to help y'all out. So with that, thank you for your time and attention.